Welcome to the Jaxson Maximus Tailor Shop. Today I'm going to show you how to properly press a wool sport jacket or suit jacket. Of course, in our tailor shop here, we have all the professional equipment that we need to properly press your garments for you. However, if you're traveling or you're doing it by yourself, what you're going to have is a hotel ironing board. That's why I set this up, and just a hand iron. Okay, so a couple of tips, just like in the other videos. Number one, check the plate of the iron. Make sure there's no stains on it. If there's stains, nice hotels, you just call them up. They're going to send up a brand new iron for you. Also is the settings with wool itself. Wool is one of the most tenacious fabrics that you could have clothing made out of, right? So steam is not going to hurt your garment at all. And so you want to have a high steam setting on here, which is a higher degree. You can have it at the highest or probably the second highest. A lot of times they'll even tell you if you're pressing wool or cotton or whatever the case may be, okay? And then there is a method to pressing a jacket. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by pressing the paneling first, okay? So we're going to do the back panel first, then the side panels, and then the front panels. After those are all done, then we're going to hang it on a hanger and we're going to steam the sleeves out. And so that's the method that I'm going to show you. A couple tricks of the trade. If you have any pocket squares or anything like that, definitely take them out. Sometimes there might be the pocket bag inside that's not laying flat. You want to press that in, so you might be in a hotel. Get a pen and just make sure that's just all the way down at the end, for example. Of course, I wouldn't do this in a tailor shop. This is typically what you're going to have in a hotel, right? And so we're going to start by pressing the back panel, okay? So you want to use the small end of the ironing board. You want to position the back panel so it's right underneath the armhole. Okay, this is the seam that I'm looking for here. And with your hands, you just want to kind of glide it out to make sure that you have it in the proper place, okay? Next is you can apply either steam by not pressing on the iron, and sometimes that's all it needs just to get a wrinkle out or whatever the case may be. You can lightly glide just by slightly touching and not applying any steam, or you do a hard press hand steam. It's not going to hurt. It just the application depends on what you're trying to do, right? And all over the garment you have that tip. But here I'm just going to lightly press around, as you'll see. I'm going to get right up to the armhole in the back, make sure there's no wrinkles, and then we're going to start the shape around the jacket, okay? So that's the backside center seam here. Sometimes there's just problem areas in a jacket that you have to press, because wool is a very wrinkle-resistant fabric, but sometimes you got to press the whole jacket. It just depends on how you packed and how I got there. I've been in all of those situations before, but that is the back panel. Next are the side panels. So the side panels, this is a side vented coat as well, but you'll see the front darting of the jacket. You want to lay the side panels. This is what I'm looking for, so it's nice and flat, so you get a good press. And you're going to press along the side panels. I only do one of the paneling, just to keep the videos on the shorter sides, because I'm just trying to show you the methods here. Okay, so when you get to the pocket, we're going to do the front panel now. Is you notice the pocket has the piping here. What I like to do is do the underside first. I flip it up, and then here I use kind of like my wiggle method here. And so you'll notice how it took the wrinkles right out of there, and that looks beautiful. Then I do the top part of the pocket, and same thing. I want to press, apply a little bit of steam, because that's what I'm looking to do. That's just a hand-stitched edge in there. Those aren't wrinkles. That's just part of how they made this particular jacket. But you'll see when I do that, it's going to be beautiful. And then I'm going to move along the front. So the front here is where one of the problem areas, but you want to have a nice clean press, okay? And so you want to press up to the lapel roll. This is a 2-button jacket. And so if you notice, I'm just gliding down the edges of the lapel here, okay? I haven't pressed the lapel. I'll show you how to do that next. But this is where I pushed in the pocket bag, okay? So here, I'm not going to do a hard press because there's a pocket bag in here. I'm going to lightly tap just or slightly over the edge here, and a little bit of steam to apply. And even where there's a chest dart, I'm just lightly just wiggling it here. And then the lapel in the pocket, because there's no pocket back, I can go a little bit harder on. So when you see things like buttons on the insides or wherever those are, that's where you don't want to press down really hard. You want to just hover above and put a little steam or lightly touch, okay? And then all the way up to the shoulder panel. And again, you're not going to hurt your garments, but you could get a button mark in there if you do it too hard, okay? So you got to be cognizant of those things. So that's the front panel. Now when you get to the lapel, let's say your lapel is pretty wrinkled. Lapel has, through the manufacturing process, it is pressed many, many times so it has memory, and that's what gives it that soft roll. You don't want to take that away by hard pressing it straight down. What I'm looking to do is press the edges and the flatness, but stay away from that hard crease, okay? And so there is a trick to doing that. And so you'll notice as I go along, I just want that lapel, the back side of it, because the front it will take on a very clean look after I do this, but I did not press or touch along where the tailor creates that soft lapel. And then you'll see whenever I do this, it's going to be nice. Now if you have, for example, a little bit of an edge where you see that, then all you have to do here, so that I actually did that right here, is just go on the front side. And just the edge, you can get rid of that by doing this. And again, I still maintain and have that nice soft roll to the lapel itself. So that's the front panel. And then I'm going to show you how to do the shoulder next. Then we're going to put it on an actual hanger. I'll hold it and I'll do the sleeves to show you as well. Okay. So next is if you're going to do the shoulder. So this is the top part of the shoulder. You want to shape the jacket just like this. And again, I'll apply a little pressure with my hand. And along seams, I kind of do this wiggle method here. And that's going to lay out beautiful like that. Okay. If you have to do the back side of the collar, you can do it from the front or the back, but the back is always the best. You're going to have the felt here. And you want to lay it flat just like in a shirt. And that's going to lay very nicely. Okay. Now, the sleeves themselves. So with the sleeves, I'm going to go offset. I just want to grab a hanger real quick here. Because usually I'm sure you brought or you have a hanger. And for that, I'm going to hang them on a hanger. And typically, what I'm going to do is I'll hold it in a hotel room or you might find a place to hang it on or so. But with the sleeve, you can just apply steam like this, all the way up and down the back. And that 9 times out of 10 is going to do the job itself, okay? Because it will help the wrinkles fall right out of it. And then from there, you've got the sleeves done, the front paneling, the back paneling, the side paneling, and you're going to have a beautiful garment to wear. And that is how you properly press a jacket with a hotel iron and ironing board.